its drift policy in regard to the
That's correct.
hot war in Algeria. What would you have the administration do that it has not done with respect to the Algerian struggle?
Well, as you know, Mr. Lawrence, the effect of the United States policy, both in the UN and in its, the use of equipment in North Africa and Algeria, the sale of the helicopters and so on, that it's quite obvious that the United States has supported the French position, feeling we have a great dependence on France. It's a very difficult situation, and I know that Mr. Dulles could not speak or act quite as I can as a member of the Senate. But nevertheless, in my opinion, the French position there is costing the free world and France very heavily in men, in the NATO defenses, in money. The United States has recently been of some assistance to France, over $600 million. Most of the reason for that loan was the Algerian war. So the point is we're involved. I would try to make it clearer to the French in every way, diplomatically and in every other way, that we would hope that it would be possible for the French, as we did with the Philippines, to set some date, not immediately, 5 years, 10 years, at which time there would be solid guarantees that the Algerian people would be able to determine what sort of a relationship they wanted with France, if any. In that period of time, it seems to me many of the economic changes and everything could take place. Now, that's what I would hope could be done.
Well, in other words, the Algerian people, in your view, would have the right at some specified date to decide whether or not they were independent.
That's correct.
Or whether they wish to remain.
Seems to me that's the only hope. Otherwise, it's going to get worse and worse there. It's going to sour our relations with Tunisia and with Morocco. Any hope of a North African federation will be doomed. The effect it has on Africa and the Middle East. The United States is very vitally associated in the minds of those people with French policy in that area. We're the losers, and therefore to think that we're not participants in that struggle in every way is a mistake. I think we might as well recognize it and do the best we can to associate ourselves with what is obviously going to happen. Algeria sometime is going to be independent. I would hope that when they did, that they had some feeling that we had been of some shown some French
Just how far would you have the United States go in putting pressure on France? Would you have it actually terminate military supplies?
No, I would not, Mr. McConaughey. I think it's a mistake. We're dependent on France. I think that would result in a rupture. What we hope is that through all of the means, we're not without influence in all these situations, I hope. And if we are influenced, I would like our influence used in the way I've suggested, but I would not attempt to put a gun to France's head, because it would be self-defeating, and the French reaction would be extremely adverse to our interest and the interests that I've just discussed, particularly when we need France for the missile bases, the cooperation on missile bases. I would attempt to use our influence, and I assume